Hey, it's Ace, and I'm sorry it took so long for my progress video. I had to get some new software, so bear with me as I try to learn it. Anyways, I opened my zoo before this recording so we could see a little life in this one. We'll be looking at the staff area just to our left, the new habitat for the kangaroos and koalas, and a couple random details. So without further delay, let's see it. This is the staff area off the main entrance plaza, which we just saw, so let's head down the very undecorated path so we can see what the staff sees when they arrive. As you can see, it needs some foliage, but first we have some utilities down this alleyway. Up here we have the small quarantine and some trade centers. Yes, I know I only need one, but it's sandbox mode, so why not, right? Back on the ground, around the corner in the staff plaza, we have a large quarantine, a habitat for animals for research or breeding. Right now I have koalas in here to breed. The veterinary surgery is also in this plaza, of course, as well as the small research center. And if we hop over the fence and go up here, we have the large research center. Across the way, we have the small and large keeper hut. If we go down the stairs and under here, you'll see we have lots of workshops for our mechanics to do their thing. A little area off one side with more utilities. On the other side, we have a little backstage area that also leads up to two large staff rooms. In hindsight, I might have put more staff rooms in rather than two large ones so I could manage the perks easier, but I can still change it later if I want. But yeah, here's the staff area. Off to more exciting areas. As you can see, I've added some foliage and some decorations to this area. A couple changes to the Prairie Dog building along with some backstage for them, but we'll look at that closer in a minute. Here we have an Australian themed area with some music that you can't hear. We also have some foliage in this back area. And here I tried to make a little outdoor barbecue area with burgers and I think soda, but I don't think I'm really feeling it. So now we come to the koala and kangaroo house, as you probably noticed. There's a path up closer for a nice view of the inside of their house, which no one is in right now, of course, so we can keep a nice flow on our main path. But before we go into the habitat, I want to mention that I blocked off this area since it leads to nowhere, and I'm trying to make something happen in this area because guests will eventually use this back path after walking through the habitat. And I also opened up the safari ride for guests, even though, spoiler, I didn't add any animals in there yet, but they're loving it anyway. So the habitat walkthrough. As we come in, we can see that we have a nice covered area outdoors for the animals and the guests. A nice little sign letting them know animals could be on our path, which they usually are. We can take another look at this barren animal house, which I admit could actually start to come together really well once we add more foliage and climbing in this habitat, because we really need it. I put a lot of enrichment items near the path so our guests could get a good view of the animals. A little roundabout with some climbing frames. And now we come to our fun fact area. These fences were actually the same height until the kangaroos started to play around with coming and going as they pleased. I'll post a short video of them messing with me because I swear they were. As we go over to the Prairie Dogs though to see those couple changes, I want to mention that if anyone wants to see speed builds, franchise modes, or how-to videos, or anything in between, just let me know in the comments. I will for sure get those out there. I'm really trying to get into a rhythm for my content, but I have so many ideas and I'm not sure what people are interested in seeing. So as for the Prairie Dogs, we just changed that wood to stone because there's just too much after using it on the kangaroo and koala habitat, and I think it matches a lot better with the custom signs I made and with the bridge. So yeah, that concludes the walkthrough portion of the tour. In the cinematic overview, you'll see where we're at so far. And as for what's next, I think I'll go with an indoor-outdoor habitat on the other side, although I have no clue what animal I want in there yet. Hopefully some detailing, and maybe that safari ride should have some animals to see. Keep an eye out for my next video to find out. Thanks for watching!